So, this is Crank It Up, Chris, and we are having the big pleasure to meet up with Winger today.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Sweden Rock.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have Sweden been nice to you so far?
Yeah, love Sweden. Sweden's always great. Great place for rock music.
Cool. And you had a good gig today?
Great gig.
It was great. The rain has been on and off, and the sun came out for our show. It's awesome.
And the really funny thing is that today has been the best weather so far these 3 days. It's
Really?
been terrible, actually. But
Well, we did. I mean, it was sun was out when we played, so we enjoyed it.
Cool. Do you have any special things you guys do before you go on stage? You have any rituals, secret rituals you want to share?
Basic warm-ups.
Yeah.
Vocal warm-ups.
Yeah, boring
always-
stuff. I'm always tapping.
On the drum pad.
You know what? I don't even carry a drum pad anymore. I just assume I'll find a chair or the side of a couch
Yeah.
to pound on. It annoys everybody.
Yeah.
They
So
tolerate it.
cool. I have to ask you guys. You have a new album out, Karma.
We do, yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us the background about the album?
Man, there's really, the background is basically that we just wanted to combine the first album with the third album.
Yeah.
Winger one with Pull, and kind of combine those two sounds and make it really up tempo and not too many ballads and focus on music that we could play live.
Yeah. And if you compare it to the old ones, do you think that you have good material and that you are?
I think it's strong. I mean, I think we brought the old sound into today. We did a good job with that. I mean, that's what the reviews say. So who knows? I mean, we don't really. When you're making music, you just do your best. Really.
But I don't think it has a dated sound at all. It might draw from those first three records, but it sounds pretty current.
And how has it been received here in Europe compared to US?
Great.
Yeah.
They're great everywhere,
It's
really.
the best reviews we've gotten on any record, actually.
The Winner 4, which was the previous record that came out a couple of years ago, sort of took a twist where it had a little bit more muso progressive things on which we were into. Some of our audience loved it, others are not so into the.
Are you getting
the
new
proggy
fans, new crowds, younger fans?
You always see some young faces there.
I mean, from my point of view, like half the crowd's 20 years old. I'm surprised by it. We just we've been to Europe. This is our third trip to Europe this year. So
This year?
In the last 7 months.
7 months, we did all of Western Europe, and then we did like a big UK thing, and now we did this.
I think this is the 18th country.
Cool.
These trips,
And how is the summer? Is it more festivals or more touring?
In the States.
Back in the States, we're doing a handful of festivals. So I think in a few days we'll be playing with Scorpion, Cinderella, Kicks.
We had Cinderella on
Vince,
yesterday. Yeah, they were great. So are you going to do any tour in the autumn, or are you all finished with the album now?
In the fall.
In the fall, no, we're continuing. We'll probably tour through the end of the year into the first part of next year. So, yeah.
And are there any plan for a new album?
Well, we are always thinking about it. I mean, when did this come out? About
November.
8 months ago, yeah. We'll whip another one up at some point, I guess.
Yeah. And you have been together on and off through the years. Now you all come from different bands. Do you consider Winger to be your main band, or?
I do. I mean, for me, yeah. But I think.
Well, I mean, Reb plays in Whitesnake now, so he kind of divides his time. I still do things with the Dixie Dregs. I see your show's called Crank It Up.
Yeah.
The Dixie Dregs had a song called Crank It Up back
cool.
on one of our records, and Alex Lidgertwood, who was the singer with Santana, did the vocals on it. We're an instrumental band, but we brought a guest in for one too. So.
And three of you guys come from Alice Cooper, and you come from the Dixie Dregs. And since we were a bit of Alice Cooper fans, can you give me some fun stories from those days? Or?
Well, man, I mean, I was a kid when I got into Alice. I was just 24 years old, so I mean, every day was just a new story. It was like I went from waiting tables to playing 10,000 seats. So it was really, playing with Alice Cooper is like drinking a glass of blood a day. But he's a sweetheart. He's extremely professional, great to perform. It was a great experience for me. And you know, Reb played with him, but Reb played with Dokken and Night Ranger and Alice Cooper and Whitesnake.
Played with a lot. Alice Cooper's management had called me to play with them maybe 7 years ago or 8 years ago, and I just had too many conflicts. Like, it would have been nice to be able to say, you know, almost every member of Winger played with Alice Cooper.
Cool. So are you guys going to see some of the bands here at the festival, or do you just going to chill out?
A little of both, actually. We were out looking earlier, and we're gonna go eat and then
what did
hang
you
out.
See some Bachman Turner.
Yeah, that would be cool, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think they still can deliver?
Have they been
Why
a
not?
band all these years, or did they just put it together?
I think they're putting together the show for this festival. I think.
Wow.
So we're kind of having high hopes.
Good. Well, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
And Guns N' Roses, we've known those guys forever, so
What can we expect from Guns N' Roses tonight?
I have no idea.
I think that's always a mystery.
Yeah, it's always a mystery.
There are always these big speculations of what will happen. And
Their guitarist, Bumblefoot, is a monster. Actually, I played on a record with him
Yeah.
of Jordan Rudis's, keyboardist from Dream
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah.
So that's where I met him. And then when I heard he's in Guns N' Roses, like, whoa, I mean, you're like this jazz fusion lunatic, and now you're playing bluesy guitar, so I guess he's a real versatile player.
Cool. So before we round up, is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
We're just really happy to be here, and that, you know, it's amazing that we can still do it this long and people are still coming to our shows. So that's really nice. It was great to play at Sweden Rock with all these great bands.
Truly awesome.
We were happy that you guys could come over.
Yeah,
we were
we're
the
happy
one.
to be
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks
Very
to you.
exciting to be here.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you very much. Sign out. Over and out.